Hello and how are you? My name is Mohindo Mubarak and I welcome you to our 12th video of creating a complete e-commerce web application. I hope you've been following the entire playlist from where we started up to this point. If you're not following the playlist, I really recommend you to click on the top right corner on the card that has just shown and begin from the first video so that you can be on the same level with us. But if you've been following, then that is great. Then it means you know where we stopped at in the 11th video. And you know in the 11th video, we stopped at this point whereby we say that we're going to display the content in the side of our customers. So we're going to display the product that we've been adding into our shop here on the side of the customers. So I hope you're good to go. And if this is your first video, I recommend you please to go and watch the first videos on this playlist so that you can be on the same page with us. So with that much said, let's get straight into business and do what has brought us here today. So I'll show you, this is the project. I've already opened it in Visual Studio Code. I hope you've been following as well as practicing. And this is where we stopped at exactly the previous video. We said that we're going to display here our products. So with that much said, let's go ahead and start displaying the products here on the side of on the side of customer. So what we're going to do, we are going to first get these products from from our database, and then after we will loop through them and do and display them here. So to do that, let us first see if we have any function that can get for us these products from the database. Remember, we had already displayed these products on the side of administrator, so you can even go and benchmark from there. So if I click on the admin file products, I should be able to see this function that gets for me the product, this one. Okay, so we are going to use the same function. I believe you've been following and you saw how we created this very function. We are going to use this very function to get the products from database and display them on the side of the customer side. So let's go ahead and copy that function, but you can access that function from here in the file of functions, where is it? Where's the file of functions? It is inside files and then functions. So you can look for that select function somewhere here. Okay, it is this one. So it will select here and get for us the condition, and also fetch all the records and give us back the records. So we'll give it the table name, and also in case we have a condition, we attach it here. So what we're going to do, we are going to use this method to get for us all the products that are in the products table, and we display them on the shop side. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'll come here to the shop.php, and then I'll put here our function, which is products equals db select, and then we're selecting from products, and then this is the condition. So why did you write 1? We write 1 because we want to put it true. So it will be whereby 1. So 1 means that where everything. So we're getting all the products, and then we attach here order by id descending. So this one is just attaching the order to descending. Otherwise, if you don't want to attach any condition, you can as well do delete it. So this is selecting all products and want to display them. Then the logic of doing pagination, we can do it later. So let's go ahead and first dump these products. So to dump them, we just simply put echo and then pre-tag, and then write print underscore r, and then we paste there the products, and then die to display so for what we've got from the database. So let me go ahead and refresh. So if I refresh, you'll see this is what we've got. Okay, this is what we've got. So it is an array of many products. So if I want to be specific, I can copy just one, and then I'll be able to benchmark from this one to see what I display. So I'm going to loop through this product as I'm displaying them. So let me go ahead and create here just a temporary new file by pressing Ctrl-N and put these columns here. I've just copied this one, and then I've pasted it here in some temporary file, new file here. I can collapse this guy so that you can see things clearly, and let me close all the columns to the left, I mean all the open files from the left. Where is left? There's only right. Okay, let us close one by one so that we should have a few files, not confuse us. So there we go, we have closed all of them. And here now we're going to loop through these products. This one we're going to loop through and we display one by one. So I'll go ahead and delete this what we don't need, and then from here I'm going to display. So before we display, let us first see how before we display the products, let us first see how we want our shop to be from the template, and then we say where exactly we should display, because this is just a plain header and footer. So let us first look at our template and see how and where we want to display these products. So I hope you already have the template in your computer, and this is our template. So we'll go just to the shop and then click maybe this shop left grid. So this is the template that we're going to use. So you see, this is shop grid, and then you have the categories, okay, and then here we have what? You have the filters, and then you have the brands. But our main point, we want to display the products here in this section. You get it, eh? So what you're going to do, you're going to look for this file which is named as shop grid ls, okay, left side, and then .html from our template. Then we'll copy things without footer and header, and then we put them in what? Into our section, and then after we'll go ahead and replace these products into the real product that we've got from our database. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'll just simply come to our template. I already have the template opened here in my second Visual Studio Code instance. So I have two Visual Studio Codes, the one with my project and the one with what? With the template. So you can go ahead and do that. So we're going to look for this file that we've just opened here, which is shopgridls.html. So we'll come and look for it here, and we'll be able to access it. Shopgridls.html, which is this one. So let us first come and see. So for what we have, for us we have just a plain thing, and we want to copy beginning from this word shop left grid. So what you do, you select this word shop grid left, and you go and search it, and that's the section where I will copy starting from. So let me copy that and come to this, and then Ctrl F, and then look for that, which is this one here. There are two. So this one here, this is where I want to do what? To start copying from. So I can go ahead and collapse this guy. This means it is the main title header. This one, you have to relate things. This is the main title, and then after this is now the real what? The real content. Okay, the real content. So I'll go ahead and collapse it. So I have the title and the content. So it is well organized in that way. And the foot, of course, is there in the below. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to copy these two. Okay, I'll copy the title and the content. So I hope you can see that, and I hope it is straightforward. So if you don't have this template, please go to our first video. You'll find where we explain how you can get everything here. So let me go ahead and paste these things here. Okay, and then press Ctrl Shift F to auto arrange your code. So I've just pasted these things between my header and footer. They may look too many because it's just static HTML, but of course we can organize. Okay, so I can collapse this guy. So this is our header, this is our main content. So let's save and go and refresh. Save and refresh. Everything is beautiful. Okay, everything is beautiful. So now our task is going to be to remove these products. Okay, to remove these products that you see here, and then put our own products that we do what? That we really want, or that we're the one that we're getting from database. So to do that, let us go and see where we begin from. I think we begin from this, where there is sneakers and KEDs. Okay, sneakers and kids. That's the category name, I think. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. So we'll go ahead and do what? And we are here. We can leave these others, we can modify them later, okay, but our main point is just to change these products. Okay, so let's go ahead and look for it. So this is our header, title, the main thing, and then this one we have the row, and then we have the sidebar, and then this is this whole sidebar, the one that we are seeing here. See, so we can collapse it. If you don't want to see it, you can collapse it, and then you can see here we have the toolbar, this one with the popular what and what, this one. Okay, so I can also collapse it, the toolbar, and then we have now the products grid. You see the products grid, so everything is step by step, okay, and straightforward. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to come here. So the product grid, this is the interesting part. Others will modify them, but let's first go straight to these products, and then others can come for them as we're doing the finishing. So I'm going to come here to product. You see, this is a single product. You can see comment, it shows that this is a what, this is a single product. So our loop, you are going to put it here when you're looping the single product. So I can collapse this guy. See, I can collapse this guy, I can collapse this guy. So there are many products that are displayed there, but for us we just want to remain maybe with one interface, and then we are going to loop it. You see, they are well organized in a way that you can even collapse them. So I can select up to this. Okay, you see how I've selected, so that I remain with only one product. Okay, so I can delete these others. So if I save, I come and refresh, I should be having only a single product. Okay, then these others are on bottom, so we can remove, we can temporarily remove these others that are in bottom, so that we can remain only with single product. But later when you start doing the algorithm of how your product should be organized, which section you want to display exactly, you can go ahead and do that. So for now, let's go ahead and remove, okay, let's leave the banner. Let us remove this row that is showing the bottom products. So select the entire row here. You see, I will select it, I will collapse it, the entire row, and then delete the row like this. So once I do that, I refresh, I'll be able to see I've remained with only pagination. Pagination, you can leave it, we can use it in the coming time, okay, in future. But our main point here is to display these these products. So let's go ahead and now start looping and display these products as you can see them, these ones. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'll come here to our product, and then we start looping as we're displaying this one, this. So I hope you're not confused yet. Okay, so let's go ahead and loop. So you know we already have, you can as well collapse this guy. Collapsing doesn't mean that you've deleted, you just make it the code to be collapsed, that should be shorter and stop wasting much of your space. So I'm going to copy these products variable, and then come and put it in a loop and surround it with this product user interface, this one. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to simply to say for reach like this. We have to open first PHP open and close like this, and then after we go ahead and write a for each statement. Okay, so it's going to be for each, this one, and then you put the the variable. Then I'm going to close this curly bracket. I'm going to cut this curly bracket, and then I close this PHP tag, so that I should surround this guy with this. So let me go ahead and do that. So I'll come here where this curly bracket stops, and then put question mark and close it like this. So I'll cut this remaining tag and then come and open it here at the last like this, question mark PHP, and then close it. So it means that this piece of HTML code has been surrounded with with this loop of PHP. So it means that every time we loop, we'll be repeating this piece of of HTML code. So let's go ahead and see what we've come up with so far. So if I refresh, you see we're having three products displayed, or simply three products that we have done that are displayed. So we're going to go ahead and do and start and start doing and start displaying and start putting the values and start putting the values like the category name and also the category name and also the product name, and also putting the link as well as finishing everything, even the picture itself. So to do that, let's go ahead and do it, and after we'll see how we can optimize it. So let us begin with the picture. Okay, this wish list it can wait, but let us begin with the pictures, and then after the picture the rest. Okay, so let's do that. So to make this variable relevant, I can call it pro, meaning product, for example. Okay, so let's go ahead and begin with the picture. So I've already copied here how our product is structured. So we have something called photos, you still remember, and these photos, it is an array of JSON which contains, it's a JSON array which contains the thumbnail photo and also the main photos of the product. So let's go ahead and see how our photos are organized, and see how we can extract a photo from our product. So we can as well create a special function that can get for us a product photo, something like that. But when you come to object-oriented programming, that's when we'll start seeing how we can make much more sense out of this. So let us go ahead and create a function that for its task will be just to get us a product photo. So to do that function, so what shall we be giving that function? Maybe we'll be giving it the whole product, and then to do the whole logic to get for us the product the product photos. So let's go ahead and do that function. So that we write it once and then we use it multiple times. So I'll come here to our product, and then I'm going to write a function. Okay, so here before we display anything, or we can even come here on top and first finish that all confusion of getting product photos, and then we come here while I've already finished everything. So let's come here on top here. Okay, here. So we know at least we should have at least one product. So this is an array, So let me begin from here. So the task right now is to get a product photo with simplicity, with no errors. That is the task that we're doing right now, because it becomes interesting when you start dealing with file paths. You'll start finding a lot of errors, a lot of unexpected because they are files, So we want to do one function that will solve all those problems in one place, and will not repeat ourselves to solve that problem. So let me first dump. You see, I'm just dumping the products here on top. I'm just dumping them. So if I come here and refresh, I have the dump of my products. So I'm just going to collect the first product that we're going to use just as our sample space. Okay, so I'll come here and say 0. Okay, 0. I can just simply say create here just a variable. I call it pro. Okay, pro equals to, and then I get these products, and then I put 0 here. So if I come and dump this pro, I should be able to get I should be able to get one product, okay, with this structure. You can see it here. So with that said, now what next? Now we are going to see how we can get just a list of products photos. Okay, so as we said, we're going to create a special function that will be doing that. So that function will be giving it a product, and then it gives back a list of product photos that are there in form of in form of array. So let's go ahead and create that function. So I'll come to a file of functions. I'm just showing you good practices so that you should not suffer. So this is our file of functions. There are going to be pretty a lot of functions here, but don't worry. So let us go ahead and create so I'll come in bottom here and create another function that we're going to call get product thumb. Haven't you ever created this function? What does this function do? Just on the code. Oh, I think I've already created this function that gets for us a product thumbnail. Yeah, we already have it. Yeah, So it's just repetition, you know. So it means we already have a function that can do that work for us. That's beautiful. I was going to repeat myself. So let's go ahead and copy this function. You see, we'll be giving it just the JSON of a product. We'll be just giving it a JSON, and then it will do the whole logic of converting that JSON into what? Into product photos. So that's beautiful. I was going to just repeat myself for nothing. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'll just simply call this function. You see, I already have it. It's beautiful. So I'll give it what? I'll give it only the JSON. So we know JSON is under product photos. This one here, photos. So that function will do the whole logic behind to get a what? To get for us a product photo. So if I do like this, pic equals to, so it will be able to get for us the product photo. So let me go ahead and put this pic here. You see, pic like this. Okay, so it should be able to give us the product photo. Okay, so let's go ahead and refresh. You see, beautiful. We already have the product photo. That is so beautiful. We're going to repeat ourselves for nothing. Okay, so it will be giving us the one thumbnail. So that is beautiful. So let's go ahead and display now this pic. So we'll just simply copy this, and then we can delete all these unnecessary things. Let me comment them. You never know, may come back. So I can comment all these things, and then come here, okay, in the loop. So where there is image, you are going to call that function that gets for us a thumbnail. You see the function, I'd already designed it some time back. Okay, here. Okay, so we proceed. So I'll come here where there is image img. Where is it? Img. So I'll look for it. I think it should be on top. So I have here the class of columns, and then we have the product card, and then we have the button for wish list, and then we have the link, and then we have I'm looking for the image. Let's refresh and see again what we've got. The image is after the word sneakers. After the word sneakers, I'm not saying img. Is it a background image? I don't know. Let's see. Okay, it is here. It is here. This one here. Okay, here. Okay, so here we go. So our image, we're going to put it here. Okay, so I'll just simply come here and put my PHP tag question mark PHP question mark and close it. So I showed you that a shortcut of displaying something, you can just simply put here equal sign like this, and then we'll call the our function, which is get product thumb, and then we pass our product and then photos. We give you the JSON. So by doing like that, it will be able to get for us the thumbnail. So let's go ahead and refresh. Beautiful. You see, we already have the thumbnails in good shape, and everything is organized. That is beautiful. So let's go ahead and put what? The product title, the product name. Then we come to the product category, right? And so let's go ahead and do that. So it will be the product name title. We can come and cheat from here. You see, so the product title, where is it? It is this one. Product name, it is this one, this one. So let me go ahead and remove this guy, woman. Okay, I'll just replace it with question mark PHP. Question mark equal sign and then question mark, and like this. Okay, so I'll go ahead and put pro, and then we pass name like this. Okay, so I'll be able to get this product name. So the product names have been updated. That is beautiful. Then the next thing, we have to put the product title, the product category. Product category, let us see. We already have the product category ID here, but you know our it is just an what? It's just an ID. So we are going to create also a function that can get for us a product category, though that is not a good practice. The good practice is to select the product with what? With its category, and then you do what? You get everything together. I think we should create a special a special function for getting for us products. Okay, we'll need to create that special function because products they're going to become a little bit complex than just writing a simple what? A simple SQL. So for now, what should we do? Because I'm seeing time is running. Let's first leave this category, but we'll come back to it. Okay, and then we'll come back to it. Okay, let us first display the price, and then we'll come back to display product categories and the rest. And because I wanted us to finish this in this video at least, so let's go ahead and display the price. I already have this price, and so I'll come here and put PHP like this, and then display $pro, and then the price. So after the price, that is the selling price. I think that's what we're displaying only. Yeah. What else? The link now to the what? To the single product detail page. Then adding to cart, we'll come back for it. So let us go ahead and I show you one important thing that you will need to know. But before we come to, let's first display the what? The single product page. Okay, link. So to display the single product page link, it means that we'll have to create another fresh product page that will be doing for us, that will be displaying for us the single products. So let's go ahead and do that. I will come here to my project. What I'm trying to do, I want to see, like, when someone clicks, he should now go to the single product page, okay, and see the whole details about the project. That's what I want to do. So I'm going to create a special page for what? For a product. So let me go ahead and create that file. So what I will do, I will come and create a new totally new file here by just simply coming and click on this. Let me collapse everything, and then I come and click on this plus here, you see here, and then I'm going to call it here, okay, and then I'm going to call it product.php. So its task will be to display a single product. So we're going to put here the header and footer. So I'm going to select here the header, and then footer, and then footer. We need that, okay, here, and then between here I say displaying single product. So this is where we're going to be displaying the single product. So I'll come and refresh. Now I'm going to put here a link in a way that if someone clicks on this product, it should be taken to the single product page. So let's go ahead and do that. So we'll come and collapse this guy, and then come to our product, which is here, and look where the anchor tags. There is first of all that anchor tag that is surrounding the product photo, this one. So let's go ahead and debunk it. So I'm going to change this one where there is shop, do stroke single, then do HTML. I'm going to change it to product.php. Okay, product.php. So refresh. Now if you click on this product.php, if you click on the image of a product, you should be able to be taken to where we're going to display this product. So one more thing that we have to add is now we have to specify which product you want to display exactly. So we have to communicate the other side. So to communicate the other side, we have to pass what we call the get. Okay, you have to pass the ID through the get super global. So to do that, I'll come here where there is product.php, and then I put a question mark, and I put ID equals to. So you're going to specify the product you want to display. So here I'm going to open the tag and put the what, and put the ID of the product that I want to display. So how shall we do that? We just say question mark equal sign, and then here we are going to put pro, and then we specify with the ID like this. So it means that we are going to display now the product in this section, and we are specifying the what, the ID. So if I come and refresh here, you see here in the bottom, you use check here where I'm pointing right now. So everything will have its own ID. So if I click on this, you'll see I have the product, and the ID of this product has been passed, which is ID2. And if I click on this one, and the ID of this product has been passed, which is 3. So like that, we'll be able to know which product that we want to display exactly. So I'm going to go ahead and add that link also to this one. Then this one will do it for the what, for the category. I'm going to just add it here. Okay, to add it here. So let's go ahead and add it there in the product name. So I can simply copy this guy. Okay, and look for another anchor tag around here, which is this guy, but this one will be for the what, for the category. So we can leave this one for now by just simply putting Java script. We'll do that when we work on the logic of category. So here around the product name itself, we should put, now when someone clicks there, it should be taken the product name. So I'm just putting product.php question mark ID equals to this guy. So that is beautiful. Then lastly, do you have any other anchor tag that is still there? I don't know. Maybe you have that one for adding to cart, or which we will come back for it later. So if I refresh, everything is beautiful. And if I click on product, it comes here. I click on the product, it comes. Okay, so this add to cart, we'll look at it. Then lastly, I don't know, time was already gone. Lastly, I want to show you how now we should stop repeating ourselves, because it is not good to repeat ourselves. You'll see that this UI, we will need to use it even in another section. So it will be good if we find a way whereby we put all the UIs into one section and we don't repeat ourselves. But let us do that in the next video, because this time has really gone. So please don't miss the next video, and I advise you not to give up. Please keep pushing. Even though you find challenges, work so hard and try. Don't give up until you finish the whole project. Then in case you're really stuck and you cannot move on, my WhatsApp number will always be in the description of the videos. You can contact me and maybe I can help. So let's meet in the next video, guys. Goodbye.